smoothly. That they would embrace this time on stage as an embrace, that their calling is being lived out, Lord. But this is what you've created them to do, Lord, and I pray that they would be just bold in this moment, to be who they are, and to be who you created them to be. Father, we lift you and pray in Jesus Christ's name. Amen. Amen.
All right, how you doing? All right, hold on. Let me move this here. It's making me feel fat. Okay. Whatever. It's already bad enough. My wife thinks I have an eating disorder just because the other day I got the X-Lax and started complaining because they didn't have almonds. Is that bad? Is that bad? My wife had me join the fitness gym because I'm like one nacho away from being a mariachi. And I've never been to a fitness gym before. Round of applause, you ever been to a fitness gym? Where you at? Hey, there's some people out there that didn't clap. Yeah, we've been there. They don't have good snacks. You ever see those hardcore guys when you walk into the gym? You ever see them? They're like right there by the mirror. They're like, ah! You ever see them like, ah! I'm like, man, why are you yelling? You're only posing, you know what I'm saying? And they have like these wall-to-wall mirrors that show everything. Everything. I had fat coming out of a place I didn't even know I had. Everybody's all big and buff except me. I'm looking at that little sign in the mirror that says, objects may appear a lot wider than they seem. And I didn't know that they had their own fitness lingo in the gym because I'd never been to a gym before. And some guy came up to me and he goes, hey, little man, can you spot me? Brother, I'm broke. I have no money. I'm on the free week plan. I'm on a pass. I'm out here on Friday. And this other guy came up to me, and I didn't know what side of the fence he was on. He goes, hey, can you watch me squat? No. I don't walk that way, Chief. Sorry. And what's the deal with those machines? You get off them, it still feels like you're on them? You know what I'm talking about? I was on the Stairmaster for like 35 minutes. I got off all day long. I went to the Blockbuster. You got Titanic? You walk into H-E-B, where's your bread? And you ever worked out so hard you started breathing funny? Some lady's all, Shamu, you all right? I'm like, yeah, stop throwing water on me. They say if you take steroids, it causes a lot of facial hair. Let me tell you about my trainer, Bertha. This woman had so much hair in her face, I thought I had Chewbacca training me. One more. I was like, chill out, Chewie, I'm doing it. I was afraid to give her water. Gremlins pop out all over the place. Oh, man. My wife, she tells me all the time, she goes, my wife's real slim, and she goes to the gym all the time, and she tells me, go join water aerobics, it's fun. Go join water aerobics, it's fun. I joined water aerobics. I was the only man in water aerobics. They had some women there, some very mature women. I think the youngest was like 92. There was so many old women in this class, I thought they were filming Cocoon 3. I'm like, man, what's going on here? I thought it was a scuba diving class, to be honest with you, with all the oxygen tanks around the pool. I mean, they had a scuba diver there. Someone had to go get the teeth that fell in the water. Bless their hearts, they're playing Marco Polo to the smell of Ben Gay. Marco, there you are. But I was their man. They took me to Luby's every day. Oh my gosh. And then you ever notice when you walk into the gym, they always have like that one machine, those machines that work out one part of your body. You know, those machines that are all like right there when you walk in. I walk right by those things like they're carnival rides. I'm like, no, that one looks too scary. Oh, that one looks too expensive. And I just don't, I mean, and they work out one part of your body. And, you know, you can't go into a gym. You got to look like you belong or else people are looking at you. You don't look all like you're reading the directions. You got to blend in when you go to a gym, you know, like you belong, like you've been there before. So I saw this bar and I just went to town. I was like, and the receptionist looked at me and she said, "Sir, can you leave our coat rack alone?" I didn't know that's what it was. I'm sorry. I'll never forget, I was on the treadmill dying, and Bertha, she came up to me and she goes, "Mr. Rodriguez, after this workout, you're going to keep hearing that one little word in your head. Skinny." Let me show you my response. Are you crazy? The only word I'm gonna hear after this workout is clear. Clear. Because I'm dying, that's why. Oh my gosh, and it's so funny because they always try to get you to sign up, you know, for like 10 years. You know what I'm saying? They expect you to have $3 grand and a firstborn the next day to pay for it, you know? And I was like hiding from the trainers, and I went to go hide in this one aerobics class, a regular aerobics class, and they were standing there, so I blended in. And they were asking them, the instructor said, "What did you have for lunch?" And they asked this skinny girl who looked like this. "What did you have for lunch?" She said, "I had one slice of pizza." They made her run 5 miles. You're starting to feel my pain. Guess who they're asking next? I've never been so scared to answer a question in my life. "What did you have for lunch?" "I had half a grape and I'm full." I'm running 5 miles for anybody, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. I'll never forget the funniest thing I heard when I was leaving the gym. The funniest thing I heard was when I was walking out, the receptionist looked right at me. Because you ever notice when you lift, I didn't know you weren't supposed to lift every weight in there. And I was like that. And I remember I was walking out, the funniest thing I ever heard in my life is when the receptionist looked at me and said, "See you tomorrow." You should have seen me, I was like, yeah. Bright and early. They never saw me again. Try to get my aunt on this diet thing too, because my aunt's a pretty big woman. Give you an idea how big she is. We took her to see the movie Jurassic Park when it came out. Her stomach started growling, scared everybody in the theater. I'm sitting, we're eating our popcorn, also we're... Still eating all the time. People in the front row started passing food back to us. "Give it to them, give it to them." She's signing autographs afterwards. T-Rex Rodriguez. And she didn't get the hint she was a big woman, so for Mother's Day, we went out and bought her a talking scale because, you know, somebody had to tell her. And it wasn't going to be me. You know, we even tried it out for her, you know, Sister got on 109. I got on 189. My aunt got on one at a time. She's like, I hope you kept the receipt, because this is going back. All of a sudden, the scale knew her by name, Miss Rodriguez. Por favor, get off. This thing starts speaking Spanish, man. And it's made in Japan. That's pretty heavy, if you ask me. I haven't met a Japanese guy speaking that. Adios. Oh my gosh. Y'all a nice little crowd. I like this. Man, hold on, I gotta get my napkin here. It's my brother's idea. He goes, bro, when you get up on stage, take a napkin or a towel. Because when you sweat, this is what he said, it goes down your chin. I'm gonna do it again. Your chin. Like I don't have a neck. See, now that hurts right there. Because y'all look at me, you don't have a neck, bro. Y'all gonna go to work on Monday. Who'd you see? Some guy like that? He said when the sweat goes down your chin, he goes, you look like a honey baked ham. He goes, but I'm not trying to be rude. Well, try lying. How about that? And that'll help me out a lot. Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. This is nice. It feels good to be back home in San Antonio, my home spot right here. Thank you very much. Thank you, Lord. I love it in San Antonio because they can actually say Cleto. I just got back from Hobart, Oklahoma. The promoter didn't even know how to say my name. Matter of fact, he didn't even want to say it. He came up to me and goes, how do you say your name? It's Cleto. Uh-huh. Well, look here, Julio. You got about 30 minutes. Julio, that didn't even rhyme. I did a show in Alabama. I love the way they say Cleto over there. Hey, Cletus! You're on in 5. They just don't realize that my name in Spanish means Aztec Prince. Warrior of all warriors. In English, it means we'll work for a minimum wage or something like that. I don't know. But I just, after something happened the other day because I'm actually going to be selling my CD after the show, and one of these ladies came after the show and asked me this question, and that's why I named it, because the name of my CD is Cleto is really my name. Hold on, it gets better. She came up to me and she goes, what's your real name? It's Cleto. No, for real. It's Cleto. Oh, I thought that was your stage name. Like, I was in my room one day thinking, what would be a good stage name? I got it. How about Cleto? Only time I ever been embarrassed to say my name or actually felt that way was when I met my wife. I remember I met her at a wedding and the music was loud and I asked her to dance, And the first thing out of her mouth was, what's your name? And me all proud, Cleto. and this is her response. I'm sorry, I thought you said Cleto. And I was afraid to tell her the truth. So I said, no, I said, Julio. Cletus? No, but I did tell my wife the truth. And as a matter of fact, my wife and I have been married now for 5 years. We just celebrated our 5th year wedding anniversary. Praise God. Thank you. Oh, man, it seemed like yesterday we had the big Mexican wedding, you know, sponsors. It was free and, you know. Oh, my gosh. Getting my family to help out with a wedding was like pulling teeth, man. Everybody wanted to be a sponsor. They just didn't want to pay. I told my uncle, hey, I need that money for the limo. He's like, oh, I had amnesia. Oh, can you wait till the 15th? The wedding's on the 13th. Oh, I'm gonna be late. But he paid for the cab. That was cool. At least we got there. It's all that mattered. You learn a lot about your spouse in the first year. Like, I found out I could not take my wife to a wedding that was better than ours. Never make that mistake ever again. Oh my gosh, all I said, we went to a fancy wedding because they had stuff like food. And we went to this wedding, and all I said in the car was, man, that was a pretty good wedding, huh? She just went off. She was like, she actually did that. Did you see? They had real invitations, not flyers. Did you see? They had a real ice sculpture, not a piñata. Did you see? They had real doves, not chickens. I was like, yeah, what did you see? They had real money. Not hot checks, so get out of here with all that noise. See, you have to understand something. I married me a perfectionist woman. I married me a supervisor woman, a manager at a major corporation. Woohoo! She thinks my job's a joke. Hello. But she is a supervisor. She's a supervisor to the heart. And I have no problem with her being a supervisor. It's just that she critiques everything. Like the other night, I was planning a romantic dinner, and right before I was about to kiss her, I accidentally had one of those burps come out. Yeah, it was accidentally, and and then she wrote me up, and I thought that was wrong. You know? That's just rude, you know what I'm saying? Something about unsatisfactory, needs improvement, doesn't play well with others, you know? But I got her back, because the other day she was in a romantic mood and I called in sick. I worry a little bit about my wife because she's like a workaholic, man. She really is. If she's one of those that if she's not working, she's got to be doing something at home, like working. Like, like her idea of a day off is getting up at 7 in the morning to do yard work. Whatever. I know some of y'all think every Mexican loves yard work. No, we don't. And it doesn't help me any that my dad's a landscaper. You know what I'm saying? And my wife gave me the little speech the other day. I can't believe you don't know how to cut grass. And I was like, hey, you know, but what she said was, I can't believe your dad never taught you. I go, it's not like after we turn 9, our dad gets the golden leaf blower off the mantle and just knights us. I knight you, Sir Edgelot. Yeah, okay. Whatever. I married my wife with, 2 boys and my stepsons. They're wonderful. I've been blessed with 2 wonderful stepsons. They're great now. And, oh yeah, you know, when you deal with stepkids, at first they don't like you because you're not daddy, you know? I mean, it's kind of tough, really, to be honest with you. I remember they used to tell me sweet things like, whatever, you're not our real dad. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe you don't need to eat my real food then, huh? Spare the rod, spoil the child. No, hold on here. I remember when I first met them, my gosh, they were like, what's that word? Evil. And I remember the first time I moved in, I got real firm with them, you know. I said, hey, take your toys and your clothes and put them in your room. A 13 and an 8-year-old. Oh, nothing. The 13-year-old walked right by me and whispered this. You know, it's a shame what those Menendez brothers did to their family. And the 8-year-old walked by the other way. Those are the real parents. That was a good enough warning, wasn't it, sir? Yeah, I slept with one eye open for 3 months. But they are good kids, and my youngest one actually made me feel so good last week for 12 seconds. No, really, he came up to me and he goes, hey, Cleto. Wait, that's not the joke. He goes, hey, Cleto, do you think it's okay if I call you Dad? Yeah, I was like, I love it if you call me Dad. I've been waiting for you to call me Dad. He goes, good. Because I keep accidentally calling my dad Cleto, and he's getting really mad. And it'd be easier for me if I called everybody Dad. Anything to help you out. He's gonna work for Hallmark someday, I know that. And I have 2 beautiful girls, and you know, they're perfect. Enough about them. No, actually, you know, they're wonderful girls. My youngest little girl, she's at that age where she likes to sleep with mommy and daddy now, and oh my gosh, it's incredible because we found out during the day she's potty trained. But at night, she lets it flow. This little girl pees so much, my wife and I go to bed with life jackets on. That's how bad it is. We wake up in the morning, we're like tubing. Hey, water's cold today. Yeah, but I tell you what, I was talk about my wife quite a bit, and my wife actually, matter of fact, I gotta tell you, I married me a beautiful Christian woman. Oh yeah, I married me a beautiful Christian woman. I'll never forget that when I first met her, I asked her out. You know, I'll tell you right now, the Lord will use anybody to get you to go to church, including a woman. Because my wife was, you know, hot, and I tell you, I remember I was like, I didn't know she was in touch with her faith, you know, because me, I was like, nowhere near. And I remember I asked her out, and I go, hey, you want to go to the club, get some drinks? She goes, I can't. I'm going to church. Oh. Oh. Do they got drinks there? I've never been there. She goes, do you want to go? I'm like, yeah, I'll go. And I'll tell you, I follow her everywhere. Where you going? Going to church? Go. I remember first time in church, man. My wife, you know, went to a big, you know, Christian church. And I got to ask y'all this one thing, because I want to make sure it's not just me. You ever realize you haven't been to church in a long time and you go back? You ever realize, doesn't it seem like the service is directed right toward you? Right? I was in there, I heard words like worthless, lazy, weak. I didn't know what to do. Should I stand up? Here I am. I told my wife, did you tell him I was coming or what? And church made me cry. It did, because out of all the people in the church, the pastor looked at me and asked me this question. Son, is your name in the book of life? Well, sir, my name's Cleto. It's not even in the book of baby name. I didn't have a little keychain with my name on it. I'm gonna burn in hell. Then my daughter Cleta thinks she has it bad, so I'm going down, she's going down with me. And I was raised Catholic, you know, and I'll tell you right now, my parents are diehard Catholic people. I remember they're so diehard Catholic, I took them to see that Star Wars movie when it came out. Obi-Wan Kenobi came on. May the Force be with you. My mom and dad stood up, and also with you. It's not Jesus. And my mom only goes to church on the mandatory dates like Christmas and Easter. My wife and I took her to go see that Mel Gibson movie, The Passion. And when they mentioned Pontius Pilate, I kid you not, my mom leaned over, tapped me on the shoulder and said, Cleto, that's what I want for my birthday, un Pontius Pilate. Okay? Oh, what? A Pontius Pilate, the computer, the Pontius Pilate! That's Palm Pilot! I thought she wanted my dad in toga. I didn't know what she was talking about. But I tell you what now, it's like been a follower of Christ now for about 6 years, and it's been the best thing that ever happened in my life. Praise God. Praise God. But it's not that exciting for a lot of my friends who are not Christians. They hate it when I come over. They're like, oh, here comes Cleto. Talking all that Jesus talk. You know when you're really getting to your friends, when you're really, ministering to them, and it's really getting to them, and is when you get to that part. You want to know when you get to that part? I had a friend of mine the other day just started yelling out, "Give us Barabbas!" That's when you know you're doing a good job. But you never forget, man. You never forget that service. You really don't, your first service. Like, I'll never forget my first service because the pastor, he talked without even talking and made me feel crazy. Because he did this. He went like this. You're not hearing me. And I'm sitting down like this. What are you saying? I'm like, man, he's good. But when he did speak, boy, did people listen. Come! You get in an argument. You make sure you cast that devil out right there! Scared me too, ma'am, you know what I'm saying? My whole hemorrhoid went, ah! He said, you simply look up and say, devil, get the heck out of here. Folks, when I heard that, that is all I needed to hear. I went home that afternoon, football was on, and I hadn't cut the grass yet. And I'm sitting down watching the game, and my wife comes in and turns it off. Right there, I remember what the Lord told me. I looked at my wife and I said, devil! Get the heck out of here! And turn the TV on now! Yeah, you laugh. I couldn't see TV for 3 weeks. Never called her devil, cucuy, nothing. Never. But I definitely do love God. He's been blessing me left and right. He blessed me with a beautiful baby girl about 1.5 years ago. I'm very excited about that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Yeah. But really, no, really, you don't have to clap. It's our 5th one. And, because we're trying to make a band. But why is it when you tell people that your baby was born at 15 pounds and 3 ounces, they all like freak out? Yeah, like that right there. Oh, not our baby. Our baby was 8 pounds, 7 ounces. But the lady on the other side of the curtain, man, all I was, ah! I moved the curtain back. I saw the kid walk out. Hey, what's going on? Can somebody get this cord? I can't go anywhere. Poor baby looked like a piñata, boy. It was funny. I gotta get out of here, but I tell you right now, this one thing that I'll never forget is my wife decided to nurse our child, and I found out early on that I could not Lord. He likes me. What was I saying? Oh yeah, my wife decided to nurse our child. And I found out early on that I could not hold my baby without a shirt and watch TV at the same time. Because it hurts. That was the worst pain I ever felt in my life. I'm sitting there watching football. 30, 40. Ah! My baby hooked on. Ah! And she would not let go. She had that suction coming. She had that lockjaw, that pit bull grip. You know what I'm talking about? It hurt so bad, I had to let her go, and she was just hanging there. I had to burn her off like a tick. Get off there! I don't know what was worse, finding out I had breasts or that she was full. I'm watching football now with a training bra on. That's not right. My kids are all, hey, Dad, got milk? Get out of here! May God bless each and every one of you. Thank you very much.